Hi, this is George Alger. Welcome to today's segment of Our Ventura TV. Today we're going to be speaking about the nonprofit Future Firefighters. And joining us is the founder of that group, Roland Dykes. Welcome, Roland. And what is Future Firefighters?
Well, good morning, George. Future Firefighters is an organization that will help young men and women and financially and informationally on becoming a firefighter.
You provide scholarships.
Yes, we provide scholarships, depending anywhere from $500 on up to 2 or 3,000.
Okay, very good. And what geographical area is encompassed by this? I mean, can anyone in the country apply or anyone just in California?
No, we are a national organization. We've given scholarships in the past to Florida, Texas, Maine, all over the United States. Texas, it's a national organization.
Very good. And what inspired you to start this?
Well, I used to work for LA County Fire Department for the 32 years, and upon my retirement, I was no longer the head lead advisor for the Explorer program. But during the Explorer program, I realized that a lot of my explorers needed financial help to take the classes that would qualify them to fill out an application with a fire department. So we started, along with the parents, a booster club that would help some of our young men and women achieve that financial goal. So once I retired I just morphed that into Future Firefighters, where it's just the organization itself is to help them find financial means, educate them on what it is to be a firefighter, have them with mock interviews, possibly that can be taken online. We can have frequently asked questions for them. So it's trying to be a very comprehensive website that will allow them to get as much information about this field as possible.
Okay, so for viewers who might not have any awareness of what it takes to become a firefighter, it seems to me you're saying that there's specific education or at least specific requirements that are necessary before even being able to apply. Is that correct?
Yes, a lot of departments require you to be an emergency medical technician, EMT. Some require a paramedic certification. And a lot of departments on the West Coast require you to have a firefighter's one, which means that you have to attend an academy to receive your basic education on firefighting.
Very
And they
good.
cost. And they cost.
Okay. And from what I understand, it's very competitive to be a firefighter. In other words, there's a lot more people that want to be a firefighter than there's open jobs for. Is that correct?
It has always had that situation. Yes, there's more people that want the job than their jobs are available. Training is 17 to 18 weeks. Um, they're now requiring, just like I said, you to have an EMT, paramedics, firefighter one. So that's going to eliminate some people because they can't afford to do it. But there are always thousands of people for maybe 300 jobs over a 2-year period.
So it would seem that most fire departments get to sort of pick the best of the best, I would think, based on all of these applicants.
Absolutely. They're going to pick the cream of the crop. They're going to pick the best candidates possible through their interviewing process, through their exam process, through their background and process, and medical. So they'll choose the very best that's available to them at the time. And it's still maybe 1,000 out of 4,000 that will be on the list. Not all of them going to receive a position, but at least they're in that top 10%.
Okay, now I understand some firefighters have a college degree. How does that fit in?
You know, except for Ventura and maybe a couple of other departments, you're not required to have a bachelor's. Most of them are requiring that you have a high school diploma. Some candidates will have a degree coming into the fire department. Unless it's required by that department, it is not necessary. Um, During this time, I told my explorers, if you can take all your fire science courses and classes, and once you've done that, continue on and getting a degree in something other than fire science, because there may not be, there's that possibility that you may not become a firefighter. You may not get chosen.
And in your experience, having retired from the fire department, um, would you encourage folks to become firefighters?
Definitely. I would encourage people to become firefighters. It is a very um, gratifying job. It's different every day. You're in different situations. Fire is fire, but no fire is the same. You get a chance to deliver babies. You get a chance to see people are happy to see you. That's one thing about it. They are happy to see you. When you show up on scene, hey, I'm glad you're here. So it's always that welcoming situation and an environment. And like I said, it's a very gratifying job. You come home and you go like, God, I did this today, or I delivered a baby today, or I saved this person's life, all kinds of things. And you work with animals too. I remember one time we had to rescue a horse out of the mud. Interesting. So
Yeah.
there's all kinds of things that you will
And I
come
would
up.
imagine that you should, for any applicant, should be in good physical condition and perhaps even have I don't know, a basic purpose to be of community service. Would that be correct?
Well, yes, you should understand what the job requires. It is going to require some physical activity. That's goes without saying. So you need to be in some type of good physical shape. And we do a medical background to test that. So prepare for that when you get ready to take the test. Uh, and you need to know what it means to be a firefighter. It's just like being at home. If you don't like cleaning up your room at home, well, guess what? You're going to go to the fire station and you're going to have to clean up. We clean up the station every day, whether we had a run or not. We wipe down the engines, where we clean the engines, whether we had a run or not. Every day is you're cleaning something. So I want people to understand it's a 24/7 job, 24-hour job. You don't, you're not there from 8 to 5. You're there from maybe 7 o'clock in the morning to 7 o'clock the next morning, and everything in between, whatever happens. Understand that yes, you can be 12 o'clock at night and you get a call, guess what? You got to get up and go. And you may be gone for 15 minutes or the next 4 or 5 hours. Understand what the job requires. Believe it or not, we have some candidates come in and they think they should go home at 5 o'clock. And we're just kind of smiling at them like, okay, what did you miss?
Um, but when you talk about a 24-hour shift, that includes an opportunity to sleep at the station, correct?
Yes, you have that opportunity to sleep. Basically, you have your own room, lockers that you share with two other shifts, two other people on the different shifts. There's usually three shifts, A, B, and C. So if you're A shift, you're sharing a room with B and C shifters, but they're not there at that time. So you're there all day. I mean, all night, all day, all night, 24 hours.
Very good. Roland, we're just about out of time here. I wonder if you could sneak in the website that people could go to for more information, and if you have a summating message for the viewers.
It is called futurefirefighters.org. Again, futurefirefighters with an S.org. And the only thing I can say, you will love this job. I have never seen anyone quit because they didn't like it. Uh, it was completely gratifying for me, and I think it would also be for you.
Well said. Thank you very much, Roland. I'm going to wrap up here. This is George Alger signing off for this segment of Our Ventura TV. Until we meet again.